I'm Misty Wagner, your personal acting business coach. And if I'm not your agent, please visit my website, actingbusinesscoach.com, and my GoFundMe page. This video is going to be about treating this like a business. I started my company about 4 years ago, Misty Wagner Acting Business Coach, because after running a restaurant for 9 years, I really learned a lot about running a business and what that entails, and all the aspects of it. And I really felt like actors weren't treating this as such. It was more of a something fun to do or a hobby. And I kind of wanted to change that mindset. So if you look at it as a small business, if you have sort of a business plan, if you put goals in place, have a budget, things like that, then I think you'll have better results. Having a place for everything that you get with this industry helps. I'll have talent, search for vouchers and search for contracts and search for headshots and resumes, and they're just not being, again, as business savvy and as organized as I would prefer, and as I'd recommend. So that's the purpose of this video, is to try to sort of get your brain to sort of like make a switch, not look at it as such a fun, exciting, something on the side thing to do, as much as maybe a side business. So if you at least have that business mentality involved with this and you keep it in perspective, I think you'll have more better results, frankly. You'll be more organized, you'll be more prepared, you'll have a better working relationship with the people that you're involved with. So it's important that you kind of have that mentality. So the first thing I recommend you do is make sure you know how much you can invest in this in a physical year, because there are different expenses that can come up. So whatever that might be, maybe it's $2,000, $3,000, maybe you only have $1,000 when you're just starting out. You can get started in this industry with really just about $500, and then hopefully make money at this, so you're now reinvesting into yourself and into this business, into you. So definitely figure out how much and where you're at, because you need to make sure that you can sustain yourself, essentially. You also want to make sure that you have a spot for everything that this business has for you. So if it's a drawer in your desk that you want to specifically designate to your acting career, if there's a spot that you have in your office, on a shelf or a bookshelf, whatever it is, but you want to keep all of your documents together. That is the number one thing I recommend. It is very important, because these documents you will need to go back and look at later. We might need to contact you for them later. There could be a discrepancy with a job. Maybe we need a copy of the voucher from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So it is very important that you do stay organized. So please make sure you have some spot that is set up for all of the paperwork and your headshots and your resumes and everything for this industry. It's also important that you figure out what your marketing expenses are going to be, because that's going to be part of the bigger picture here. So you do need to have headshots and resumes. You got to do photo shoots. You need to be on some websites, and there's some fees for that. You do need to have, I personally believe you need to have a business card with your photo on it. And you also need to make sure that you have the right wardrobe for this business. You need to make sure you have gas money so you can get to the auditions and the callbacks and the jobs. Transportation is important. I prefer not to sign anybody that doesn't have transportation. We live in Arizona, so there's our public transportation isn't the best necessarily. So having means to get to the job and get to be on set and be on time is important for us. So there is an investment that you need to make. I mean, you definitely need to understand that you can't get into this without any investment. You have at least a minimum $500 investment between website fee, actual headshots, printing them up, and hopefully getting into some class